Hi and good morning, especially to Ma'am Alma Patria. So this is my activity 8, acid and bases. Many people think that acid and bases are very dangerous. When a muriatic acid, which is a common cleaner, and nalagay sa skin natin, it is very dangerous and it may cause burns. And it may look like this. But did you know that your favorite citrus fruits, just like oranges and lemons, also contain an acid called citric acid? So before I proceed to the video, let me state my objectives first. So my objectives here is to understand the acid and bases and to distinguish between inorganic and organic acids and to comprehend the importance of acid and bases and also to comprehend the functions and bases. Importance of acid and bases. Many chemical processes rely on acids and bases, including maintaining a stable internal environment in the human body, baking a beautiful cake, and also deciding whether or not a lake can support aquatic life. So we have here properties of acids and bases. Let me state first the properties of acids. Acids are corrosive in nature. They are good conductors of electricity. Their pH values are always less than 7. When reacted with metals, these substances produce hydrogen gas. Acids are sour-tasting substances. Moving on, we have here the properties of bases also. Number 1, they are found to have a soapy texture when touched. 2, these substances release hydroxide ions when dissolved in water. 3, in their aqueous solutions, bases act as good conductors of electricity. And lastly, the pH values corresponding to bases are always greater than 7. So, we have here the uses of acids. Vinegar, a diluted solution of acetic acid, has various applications. It is primarily used as a food preservative. Citric acid is an integral part of lemon juice and orange juice. It can also be used in the preservation of food. Sulfuric acid is widely used in batteries. The batteries used to start the engines of automobiles commonly contain this acid. The industrial productions of explosives, dyes, paints, and fertilizers involves the use of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. And lastly, the phosphoric acid ingredient in many soft drinks. And also, we have here the uses of bases. The manufacturing of soap and paper involves the use of sodium hydroxide, NaOH, is also used in the manufacture of rayon. CaOH2, also known as slaked lime or calcium hydroxide, is used to manufacture bleaching powder. Dry mixes used in painting or decoration are made with the help of calcium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide, also known as milk of magnesia, is commonly used as a laxative. It also reduces any excess acidity in the human stomach and is therefore used as an antacid. Ammonium hydroxide is a very important reagent used in laboratories. Any excess acidity in soils can be neutralized by employing slaked lime. Both acids and bases are among the most important in solution. At dahil na-encounter natin sila sa ating daily needs, we need to determine the difference between acids and bases. Let's talk about first acids. Acids are typically sour or maasim. They form solutions that conduct electricity and they react with bases to form salt and water. How will I know if a substance is acid? I will share 2 tips. First, if you have substance just like this citrus fruit, if the blue litmus paper turns to red, that substance is an acid. Acid changes the color of litmus paper from blue to red. Another tip para malaman kung acid ba ang substance. By looking at the chemical formula, most acids are may hydrogen or H sa beginning. We have here two types of acids. Inorganic acids have hydrogen in the beginning. On the other hand, organic acid have carbon and hydrogen sa kanilang start. To make it clearly, let's take a look at some example of inorganic. Here are some inorganic acids in our surroundings. Remember, inorganic, they have H. We have here carbonated drinks or soft drinks. They have carbonic acid which has the chemical formula. Notice nyo meron H sa simula. Next is hydrochloric acid, which is used as a toilet bowl cleaner and for cleaning metal surface. It has a formula HCl. Diba may H siya sa simula? Next, another inorganic acid is the nitric acid. It is used for making fertilizers and explosive. If you can notice, its chemical formula H2NO3 also has hydrogen in the beginning. Let us know about also organic acids in our surroundings. Our clue here is they have CH sa simula ng kanilang chemical formula. We have here vinegar. Vinegar contains acetic acid which has the chemical formula C2H4O2. It has hydrogen and a carbon. Another organic acid is ascorbic acid, yung nakikita natin sa vitamins that we take para mas mapalakas ang ating immune system. Ascorbic acid has a chemical formula C6H8O6. Again, it has a carbon and hydrogen. Our indicator if it is an organic acid. Another example is yung mga citrus fruits just like this lemon. It is an organic acid which is used to flavor food and drinks, and it also used as a preservative. It has a chemical formula C6H8O7. And now we're done with our acids. Now let's move to bases. Bases taste better, slippery, and soapy. And it's also a very active acids to form salt and water. And now, how will I know if a substance is basis? We will use the same method that we did when determining acids. If we have a substance, just use a red litmus paper, and if the red litmus paper turns to blue, that substance is a base. Or we can also look at the chemical formula. Most bases, again I will emphasize, most bases end in OH or hydroxide. Here are some examples of base in our surroundings. First, we have antacid or panlaban sa hyperacidity. An antacid is made up of aluminum hydroxide and other substances. Aluminum hydroxide is used as an antacid with no dosage restriction, and it also used in color fast fabric and water purification. What is the chemical formula of aluminum hydroxide? We have AlOH3. Diba may OH sa dolo? And now for the last example, we have here leather. What is base in leather? Leather has the calcium hydroxide. And also, calcium hydroxide is for leather making mortar and plaster, and it loosens the acidity of soil. Let's check what is the chemical formula of calcium hydroxide. The chemical formula is CaOH2. Again, meron siyang OH. So, in conclusion, acid and bases are used in a variety of settings in today's society. Not just in scientific laboratories, acid and bases are present in our daily lives in a variety of ways, including food digestion, medication, and cleaning agents. Many of the items we use today would be useless if acid and bases were not there.